I thought we were out of the woods with the DRX crumble. If you were viewing at the beginning of the year, you watched Bangkok. This is what happened. They had a great read. They had a great start to their year. They crumbled. But now we're into the agent select for their chance at redemption here on Ascent.
Oh, absolutely love it. We still had not seen what DRX had cooked here on Ascent with this Mosquito comp that we're speaking about. And apparently they're quadrupling down. This is their new identity. This is going to be the core for the entirety of champs.
They just swap out
Every map is ready, apparently.
2 agents or so.
They do have some of the same concerns as their defense on Haven. This is not a comp that is particularly strong at like hard anchoring. You have the Vice and the Omen, who you can flood into with the duelists, but I don't want to see a DRX who's playing set retake every round like they did last map.
To me, the difference has to be Flashback. He has been the difference maker in previous matches, and now that he's on the Yoru and not on the Neon, that duel, that operator, I want to see it shine, especially with them starting on the defense, because we just saw a G2 versus PaperX that was all based on the attack. I need some clean Ascent.
Yeah, no, we saw a very, very strong start from Flashback in the Haven game, where pretty much everyone was comparable stats-wise, but then when you go into that defensive side, he was shut out completely. So that has to be demoralizing for him as he gets ready to have to deal with Fnatic and also needing to play this Yoru in this comp.
Fnatic couldn't feel better right now, though. Alpha especially, what a stellar second half to bring his team back into this. Oftentimes when you see comebacks like this, it's a stomp in the second map. DRX, this is going to be a huge test of the mental for a team with a lot of young, new players to this level of competition.
All right, folks. This is it for DRX. Can they hold it together and force that map 3? Let's send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc for the call.
And yeah, I kind of like how Mimi wrapped that desk up as well. As much as, yes, we can talk about the new composition and everything, this has got to be a mental aspect.
Oh, yeah, it's almost, I don't want to say it's almost irrelevant, but to then come into map 2, be running a double duelist again on a map like Ascent, where teams, especially, well, if I don't include Fnatic in the discussion, teams are able to slow things down effectively with some of these util heavier compositions, but the anchoring is going to be a real concern. I mean, I want to come back to some of those rounds in the second half of Haven, where it's just like you expect a composition like that to go forwards, but they just weren't getting isolated duels. They weren't able to get either of their duelists into a situation where they can really have input on the round.
Well, 3 sheriffs to start with. Go have a biff in middle, I guess. Because for me, DRX need to feel like they can have a say in these rounds. They've been absolutely under the heel of Fnatic from that last map. Start, head high. Gotta say, the man that will be drawing my eye here will be Alpha. Obviously, Kayak will join that conversation. As kind of know what to expect here to an extent. It's, are DRX prepared to deal with this? Now, the thing I was discussing in the green room before, I think DRX could be a team to understand how Fnatic play this map, but that didn't take into account map 1. We'll see here. Already, no surprises where Fnatic currently reside.
And slowed down even. In terms of the rotation, it's only an extra body in market here. Breeing's isolated. Bane has found a response. Fnatic have at least got in the front door here.
It was a little bit labored on that, and actually it's allowed the cross towards the site. Plant should be next on the cards, and it is. Marco, Junmin left to try and work together. The paranoia is still in the pocket. So an opportunity to build from that. Speaking of paranoia, worried about main still. Junmin does take the first glance and will find Alpha as he dips back towards site. The paranoia, it's only a near sight. Say Boaster is very close by. Junmin tries to take a step forward, but it's Marco ready to fall. Great shot. Needs 2 more of those. And he needs them quick. And Fnatic are giving him nothing, playing quite disciplined here. Dipping down on the dart, but gonna be caught by Alpha. Fnatic picking up where they left off. Alpha in the feed and around on the board.
Not finding anything in mid after they effectively recommit. Again, the wall placement here, making things difficult in the pistol round. I mean, Flashback actually got a second here, crashing with a
nice crashes there.
A wild entry onto the site.
Come on! That's what we like to see. Nice shooting, lovely wall, Alpha.
All the things Alpha does.
Yeah.
The wall.
Still feels sacrilegious.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it just? Speaking of walls.
Wall trip!
Tripped over towards B main early.
There.
And for DRX, it is just classics here. So for Fnatic, you want to see it's kept clean, looking to really only lose one, if anything. That would be Alpha. Everyone else pretty heavily invested. Right up middle. Sent in. That's caused a reaction. Stage ball top middle. And a player spotted.
Attack there. Reveal that progress has been made.
Oh, it's
Wow.
clean. I've lied. I'm a terrible liar.
Yes.
Still, I wonder if that's kind of the shape of things to come, a willingness to challenge on that B main. I mean, it's a risky approach, but hey, in this round it's perfectly fine. You may as well go for something. Now, if they can cost anything else, that's when it gets interesting, because Alpha probably just recover weapons if they need it. Oh. He's quite good at this game as Alpha.
Started to find his footing.
He's
Gets a little bit of the flash, but cleans it up. And just 2 away from the res. And again, I think you've nailed on the head there. The DRX just needs something in this opening stretch of rounds to indicate they're able to reset.
Give me a sign line.
Yeah, because it's, again, Mimi, I think, characterized this perfectly. It's the confidence.
Your final boss right now, bro.
It's seeing people back away from a huge advantage in certain 1v1 situations, and overall the macro game, they kind of just crumbled. It completely fell apart on Haven.
Look, Alpha did change his name to the final boss of Paris, pretty much, so feels like Crashy's at least believes. Exchange, ooh, good shots on both sides, honestly. Can't be mad about that one. They ain't gonna be held in place here. As the progress towards middle continues on. Spike is isolated.
The trade's actually given Chronicle the rifle, so now everybody on Fnatic is well equipped here.
Did you see a barrel on main? I think he might have done. The flashback is here, and Boaster now reconsidering his pathing potentially, but mid's no better secure. But he does catch a Driven Pain. Brilliantly tempoed on this. We know that Fnatic will take their time.
Look where they're going. Both players committed towards A site.
Lovely
Fnatic
ball.
are going to wrap through spawn.
Oh,
Freeing
so
has
nice.
to go nuclear.
God, and you're feeling that silence over on A now especially, right? They've already cleared through out of main.
You can't
Found
go any
nothing.
further here.
This is the only corner that he's got to play from. He can't give this away. The site gets cleared too. He's going to hear this all behind him. But the spike is still with Boaster. They have to continue this path. Great work from Freeing. The last field defense for DRX. And he's digging deep. 10 HP, he can back away. Job done. Bring in the rest. Someone help him out. 15 seconds. Maybe Fnatic's tempo and timing finally will be their downfall. I love their calling, but the isolation on Boaster and that heads-up work from Freeing was exceptionally well played.
And you can see Fnatic considering the re-clearance through market, but
God.
I think there's just too big a question mark on the map for Boaster to commit either
I
way.
don't see the passion, I don't see the hunger, I don't see the excitement, I don't see anything.
Wow. Stern words
Valve was telling you that.
from Alpha, yeah.
I mean, we did say it did look quite... I mean, that first half of Haven, fair enough, yeah, it was a bit dead, but you do need them to be pumped up here. Get that mental right. Slap in the face from Kron, ease on.
Bit of passion from Kron
Plenty of energy.
to open the start of this one. I think we'll try and follow through on that with the drone.
Look at this again, trying to set this. I actually quite like that they're trying to condition the B main will be tested. But obviously this round, it's probably going to be their downfall here somewhat. Unless Bane can hold back the flood, but it's a lot of one man's play. Big reveal there. He's caused them issues. He's caused them a pause. Flashback. That is unreal from him. Taking away 2, forcing out the res. It's still a 2v4, but they've made something out of nothing. They know about Bane though.
Yeah. I mean, Marco does have a paranoia, but I don't think he's going to be able to set anything up. Bane, he's got another headshot.
He is unwilling to relent. He makes this possible. The Chronicle, the heartbreaker as ever, closes the chapter on hope for DRX quickly enough. Fnatic at 3-1.
Able to reset DRX a little bit in terms of the finances here. Freeing, testing the waters, as you said. Starting to maybe try and condition Fnatic into committing an extra body here, potentially, in terms of the default. Or just a bit more space, some time for DRX to do something.
I do want to compliment Crashies there. It was a it doesn't look much in the kill feed, but again, his spacing on clearing Bane at the back of sight there, denying him even getting a chance to fight back after that first 2 exceptional kills. Very nicely done, ticking the box. That's what you kind of want from Crashies, your safe player. Don't need him to be a highlight in these moments, but only man really can have a say in this round. Already going to be backing away from this angle.
They're going to be kept in check now. Only a Guardian, but and with how sharp he's been in a few rounds today. Chronicle certainly now considering the possibility of somebody like Flashback trying to take that space away.
Oh, it's on the checklist for sure. But they've let Alpha just go rampant.
Little bait ball from Alpha.
And it's nice seeing those little layers of adaptation. Seeing that slightly toyed with and adjusted just into this round. And look, we had kind of Alpha and Kayak having a good game. Map one wasn't, I wouldn't say, the highest point from Chronicle, who's been probably one of the only redeeming qualities of that early work from Fnatic, even in their wins. He was brilliant. So if he comes online here, it is game on. Crashies. Hey, he fancies a go. Trying to send a message, but Human still very much present. There's a lot of damage though. And Fnatic on the verge of keeping this one looking absolutely perfect. Where'd you go, Marco? Forward doesn't look good. Backward even worse. You're just praying that smoke lasts forever.
Your tactics fail you.
To an early start here, Fnatic carrying across the momentum. Again, got themselves a lead on the attacking side as well. And just the ping comes through. Chronicle to find that one. Certainly, I mean, expecting a timeout to come pretty soon.
I think there's a lot of question marks about Jeremy's unwillingness to time out in that second half earlier, potentially, or have a say in matters, if I'm honest.
Well, he even just, like I said, there was no switch up in the second half of Haven. There was never, like, okay, this is what we're going to
take a risk in this one.
Fundamentally do different. Yeah, take a risk.
They had rounds to play with. Still, this has to be a big round for DRX. They've been under the heel of Fnatic for what feels like an eternity.
In their pocket. It's already worrying now to not see DRX really
They're here.
Start to take the initiative, but Kayak now on the back of the reveal will pop the ult. Try and find something on the way in.
3 players on this side of the map though. Trying to get that final connection. Freeing is still here. He's gonna handle Kayak. Well done. Wants the ult in now. Flashback and connection. This is what the doctor ordered. DRX played to prescription. Slowed down and hindered. Throwing just about everything and the kitchen sink into the matter, but Crashies is on a little bit of a play up in middle. There's some awareness being displayed, but that spike is committed. It's already on that B side. There is no pivot from this point.
30 seconds left.
Fight forward, Alpha. Find us something. He's been cleared. Needed help on that, but no one really could.
Great swing ahead of the dart, actually even
nicely done.
Taking effect here, and it's just Chronicle left now. Expect him to be going forwards, giving away rifle here. Everybody else comfortable in terms of the purchase for Fnatic, so it'll be a flawless round for DRX to answer back here.
And look, that is a big tick in the box. As much as we have to look in it of context of the scoreline, they handled that B hit. That has been the backbone of Fnatic's approach. Maybe not with that same sort of mid-split coming in, but still a massive piece in the Fnatic puzzle has been dealt with. Did it take a lot? Yes. They kept 5 standing, and they looked solid doing it.
Yeah, timing just a little bit awkward there with the paranoia. I think Kayak almost caught with his pants down there, committing.
That's good, though. Need some more of that.
So was it the Hunter's Fury ahead of that? So maybe the paranoia wasn't even the initial plan.
Yeah.
Almost a little bit of a roll of the dice.
We wanted aggression.
Yeah.
We might have it. And it's herding Fnatic over towards A. You've got to know what you're doing. Smoke's just come in towards that garage door, so you're going to have to steady the ship. A quick mid-pressure as well. They are supporting this. Cross map we go. Nothing close. Process of elimination. They got to know what's coming their way. It's a mid-retake for Fnatic. They want to clear these question marks.
Bane just hoping to catch somebody, or a couple of the bodies, over towards main, but...
You've got to be patient to play against this Fnatic,
Yeah.
don't you? Still got that setup here, though.
Now Freeing's isolated a little bit. Does have support now from Hyunmin. With this operator now commanding mid. Fnatic's options certainly limited. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, the size of the map that's available to Fnatic is minimal. So by all rights, DRX should be prepared and ready. Now there is late presence. Boaster, slow walking cat, timing is there to catch, and that should tee up Chronicle and escape while you can, Marco.
30 seconds left.
The killer was on the way, but look at this pivot and look at the adjustment. They still want B. Unwilling to adjust.
20 seconds.
This is very, very late, and the TP was in the right place from Marco, and the positioning good from Bane to at least give away the game. Gonna spot them out, call it out. Marco, right place, wrong
Whoa.
time. Caught before he could get away. Hyunmin desperate to deny. Trying to hold that
10
across,
seconds left.
causing bodies to drop, but it's still a 2v2. Flashback on the way, still without operator.
Spike
This is
planted.
lethal. Plants in. Trying to stick around as late as they can. Pinned to the back of the site. Freeing now with him. Switching out towards that Phantom. Still a flash in the clone. Kron. Bloodthirsty in this, and he absolutely is! Chronicle! The absolute killer of their hopes in this. Fought tooth and nail for that round. But Fnatic unwilling to give up that B approach, even this late.
Just hints of Fnatic and the clock being the problem so many times for them, but a course correction to get 5 on the board. Got the res in hand now, Boaster one away from the TP. DRX not going to have an awful lot behind this, but do have another operator in the hands of Flashback.
And this is the frustration, though. These over and over again B hits, right? Like, they've got to prep for this. If you watch this, we know this is exactly how Fnatic likes to play, but there's always that voice in your back head. What if they go A this time? We can't over-rotate. We can't overcompensate. Mental warfare. It's hard to handle as Marco has to constantly be ready for what feels like is never coming. On the corner, there are 3 waiting. He dares go for this. In early.
What?
Lovely from Marco. 2 big kills, prepared and ready.
Not kill my
Rez is there, however.
Flashback also finding a kill, but Crashies will equalize.
Blood in the water, and that B looks like it could be back on the menu, boys. 50 seconds. Do they carry on forward? The paranoia in the back of DRX's minds.
There's no way Crashies clears that, right?
Oh my God, but the wall is their downfall this time. Marco, patience is his virtue. 4 kills in the round, and needed by DRX.
Absolutely. Talk about risk-taking, and it's Marco to find 2 kills like this.
So calm doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, the sort of thing that you're just praying that DRX would have relied on Haven. Will keep things within touching distance here. I mean, because DRX were broke after that. It was only Freeing that was going to carry 1,000 credits across into any purchase. It'll be Fnatic now. Humbled in terms of the finances.
Here.
Is he going to wait on this? That's TP away.
Oh, Kaya goes for it. Bane then, the one who gets put right in the crosshairs. They like this mid-pressure. They've explored it up towards market. Flashback back here, though, to try and play support on this. 1-3-1 from Fnatic. Their money not looking pretty.
Spotted
Good
both.
info.
Yeah.
Good tag as well. Goes back in for more confidence from Flashback. Something we wanted to see a little bit of this aggression, willingness to fight for. A risky round to do it in. But keep in mind, A-Main is still firmly in the hands of DRX here. Having Marco on an absolute island is perfect, 'cause actually his positioning could be everything. This could be the slam dunk. There's no way they consider it. A bullet to the back of the brain for Chronicle. And they are just pinned to Cat.
Flashback continuing to punish here. Just Alpha and Crashy's left. Paranoia sent through, but
Just for good measure.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
not even required. Yeah, Alpha has found a response. And 20 seconds left on the clock. Certainly not going to feel
scared.
comfortable on the way forwards, but a big upgrade to be found.
15 seconds.
Alpha's trying to hide the op.
One enemy remaining.
They
10 seconds left.
gonna find Crashies there. Alpha, there's very little to do in this. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, they win the round, but he still looks bloody good.
You see that looking. Did they get it?
Put it.
I think
actually,
I think he grabbed it.
Ooh, Flashback's got it off.
Yeah.
Cheek of it. God. You really have to work for every round against Fnatic.
Yeah, it's It's feeling like DRX though are now, I guess, unwilling to sit back and let Fnatic execute on them time and time again.
We've talked the main strength being that B take, and now Fnatic trying to, imply there's going to be attention elsewhere. It doesn't look as clear-cut. This is a much better display, and DRX looks so manipulative in the way they were moving around that map, making everything uncomfortable. Marco, how much can one man handle?
Oh, he didn't catch the dart.
Oh god, he's in trouble. Oh, he's feeling brave, but he's going back to the same position.
Well, Fnatic calling a full cancel here. Looking for somebody else that's maybe pushed forward a little bit. It's only really Flashback, but he's not explored too deep. You can see the pings here indicating this has been an issue previously.
They're going to be where there's a chance that operator was kept through. Feels like they're trying to fake off of maybe Crashies.
Yeah, but again, Flashback is so deep that he's going to be able to relay that this is a fake. They can commit towards 3 here on 8.
Marco, you're not going to do it to him again,
30
are
seconds
you?
left.
Here we go, 10 to 5. He's looking pretty sharp. Last time he got 2. There's the same start. Not got the follow-up just yet, but it may be on the cards. It is! Marco with the double, playing that corner to perfection. He knows how to play Fnatic like this. That mid-slip looks a little too late in the day as Kron can't make it out through main. So
10
again, I've
seconds
got to
left.
give credit here. Marco is the one being a difference maker to me.
And not backing away from these fights. There's something you just need a couple of players from DRX to find kills in these situations. And it might just get them back online. All tied up now, 5 apiece. Like I said, Crash is not able to sell much here just on the back of a dart.
Yep. And again, it being Crashies just having to sell that fake, you're not going to have the same sort of pop forward to sight, right? You're getting punished on these corners. That wall almost being the double-edged sword to it too at times. Arm still on the DRX side at 5-5. Broke at the money in the Fnatic camp. 2 rifles in play, Kayak and Kron with those. Rez with Alpha. But this is 3 in succession from DRX. An aversion to heading back towards B now from Fnatic has proven to be a little bit of their downfall somewhat. It has been their strong suit. And Flashback, a quick pick through middle. Nice Chronicle, much play. And that should be a follow-up kill if anything. Actually, yeah, it is. Hyunmin pinning down Kayak towards mid. And this is looking comfortable. This is a confidence builder this round. Hyunmin can't make it out of there in time. We shouldn't be in a 3v2 with a res available, should we?
No.
Free,
Hopefully Freeing can find this kill. Alpha's trained his eyes elsewhere.
Freeing.
Enemy
Don't make a
remaining.
meal of it. It's still a 1-for-1
Spike
trade.
down
But I
mid.
guess if anyone, you take away Alpha, which removes the res.
Problem being though, both have got TPs, so DRX are going to have to split their focus a little bit.
Where are you going?
Just waiting it out. A bit in here, but give him the info that still a player towards B.
And he does have 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So this is a lot of time to play with. Maybe waiting on that wall to go down as well, just to add that additional layer. There we go. Does open up that chance for the
30
A plant.
seconds left.
Should be a fake smoke. Yeah, fancying trying to layer into this, add to the illusion.
Issue being Marco's still got Paranoia. It's a chance for him to catch him on the plant here. An awkward TP potentially.
To be fair, Bose has been pretty clutch as of late,
10
but this is
seconds
hard.
left.
At 10 seconds, Marco's played this right. Marco's played this very
remaining.
right.
He's still
Until
got the
then,
plant. He's got the plant.
Time. It's down. It's still game on here. I thought Marco played that to perfection, but I was wrong. Boaster now with a new lease of life, a 1v1. Kane does have Dart, but does it matter when Boaster is doing that? Oh, it felt so close to working out.
I mean, Marco completely misreads this plant. I think he thinks it's on the back of Dice
yeah.
here.
I thought it was be just in the right place to maybe catch Boaster on the back pedal potentially, or maybe wait for some support here. Had that paranoia. Plenty to be done, but man, that got so close.
Yeah, again, a ridiculous kill from Boaster, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, kicking himself, but
It's all okay in the
yeah,
end.
luckily bailed out, and DRX actually find themselves around to the good here. What year is it? We're
Running it back,
We're
man.
walling up for the short bit. I mean, Flashback has found a number
yeah.
of kills here, so
Oh, gotta
no.
hit those. Watching these now.
My ultimate's ready.
Good, gets healed up.
Retrieving flash.
One does have ult from this. And back to that BXX, I assume. Pretty powerful with these ults in hand, too.
it's going to look pretty all in here on the back of Kayak's ultimate, though.
It's gotta be, right? It's just been a spam of ults. Good luck catching this one. Boaster tries to play it forward, and actually Fnatic just finding bodies, dropping them to the ground. Bane can't live through this. Oh, he had to go to the knife. No weaponry to play with. Flashback still trying to be instrumental in this. So he's pinned down one. That man is crying. Who's going to fall? Okay. Now, all remaining players from Fnatic are on B site itself.
And Marco still got full util, but
hell
Fnatic
of
tucked
paranoia.
into some really awkward crossfires here. And with an operator. When is he going to swap out here?
Send that in.
Fury for good
Oh,
measure, Marco.
Remaining.
oh, it's on the money. Crashies. Making it look like a slam dunk here. Flashback, the last one alive. A formality at this point. As Fnatic finds stability once again in that B site take.
Much better half of VALORANT though from DRX. Able to bounce back from map 1 for sure. Awkward miss here. The final round. Actually, the adjustment for Flashback, fantastic. But let's see how this pans out in round 2. Sorry, the second half after the break.
아군이 한 명 남았습니다.
Well, that's certainly a different scoreline from map 1 on the half, Mike. Things have turned around here. DRX looking far more competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well there's certainly been a change in the way they've approached some of these rounds in general as we do take a look at the Coinbase Econ report on the half. Marco certainly being one of the front runners for DRX in terms of getting them back into this series.
Oh yeah, hands down. I mean, how many times did he shut down that rather weak-willed A hit, but he was the absolute final boss of that site, right? Multiple multi-kills. Yeah, one fumble up against Boaster, still a round win for DRX regardless. So a great display from him. For Fnatic, we have to see how this side looks. I think, once again, that reliance on the B take did feel a little bit one-dimensional, but it still got them 6.
Certainly a chance here once more to show us look like this composition that they're fully invested behind on the side of DRX.
I will rip the light from them.
And Fnatic's pistol win rate now sitting at 76.9.
Quite nice. Well, this looks
DRX,
all in.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, making no qualms about this, but Chronicle going to catch Marco up on the wall?
Yeah. Was it through or off the top of the wall?
I thought it was off the top by what looked like on the X-ray, but I'm sure we'll see it back.
Again, you can't really gamble on these sorts of pistols versus Sage and the ability to get this wall up and it reinforce so quickly versus pistols. And that's even with Hyunmin able to get himself out of danger as well.
Yeah, and now you're kind of feeling like the pressure's either going to go towards middle or towards Cat, right? So you've got Boaster and Alpha here. Boaster probably first contact on the swing, but then you're looking at Alpha being able to really pull the trigger. Handled.
Cover going out.
Good work from the Frenzy. Flashback, still trying to go forward here, but Kron unmoved, unfazed, unkillable apparently. 4 kills there. Just leaving Hyunmin up against 3. The firing squad will stand tall. Fnatic finding the first and the second.
Was it Alpha with a 4K previously on the pistol, now Chronicle finding one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, actually just caught in the TP.
Yeah.
Again, a huge gamble, which if you send in a waylay forwards, again, a little bizarre. Maybe just looking to continue being unpredictable as he was in the first half, Marco.
Cover going out.
And purchase a few rifles, actually more so than usual here from Fnatic. There's 2 Bulldogs. The wall will go down. Again, no chance of chipping away at that. Going to have to wait for the full duration, potentially. DRX now make the long trip towards B and have Kayak here. Scope in hand will be noted early on.
See how the protocols were going for. This is kind of a show and tell. Bloody hell, Kayak. They're playing Quake out here, looking like a railgun the way he uses this thing. Oh, he's got this as well. No, he doesn't. Hyunmin, nicely done.
One enemy remaining.
Not going to have any more fun this round, but hey, at least he deals with Kayak. Something.
Freeing desperately, trying to find Boaster on the back end of this, but Classic in hand now, 1v4.
30 seconds left.
And the range certainly going to suit Chronicle there.
Oh, 1 away from ult too. Big work from him.
Don't give them time.
We'll see the first 2 rounds comfortable for Fnatic. No surprises. Considering the extra investment, like I said, an extra Bulldog almost there from a traditional Fnatic round 2 purchase. We'll make this round 3 a little easier. And Kayak actually already on the back of that, making good progress himself.
Oh, I like this. Pretty brave, but I like it. And it's rewarded. Kayak gonna claim Hyunmin's life. But they do lose one in the meantime down middle, so now this kind of encourages this B take. Yeah, Freeing's isolated, but I doubt anyone's gonna try and go, ooh, Freeing, easy. 20 HP there.
The slip to Chronicle with a spam.
Odd, all unconfirmed damage, but off the back of Kron's utility and spam there.
Yeah,
Spike planted.
certainly makes it doable here for Fnatic. And What is a 4v4 post? Oh, kayak.
Lovely.
Caught off guard here by Marco.
Ooh, couldn't quite get around the corner in time. Wall goes up, ult invested. No safety really to be had here.
They're
It's
all
all
caught.
pistols out. Freeing tries to stand his ground, and he does. What a shot from him. As Alpha a 1v3. Weakened opponent, sure, but for how long? The rifle should be back out by now. I think he knows that time is starting to tick a little too quickly. Brilliant again, but Alpha. I don't think you got much more time to change the outcome of the round, but the cost is key.
Absolutely fine with that. The moment drops when Alpha thinks, actually, just remove all these weapons. Really well played by Alpha. Good progress towards the res on top of that. Nice. Crash just caught. Again, huge kill onto Chronicle.
Oh my god, look at the crosshair placement.
Yeah, making it as costly as possible. And here's the byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Have to force into full shields. And it's 4 Guardians. Bane the only one with anything different. It's only a Bulldog. And this is just to really make it so that Kayak can't do work. But it's a big gamble.
Very much so. Deep line. I mean, I guess he's feeling no pressure to fall away. Now, with attention shown, Paranoia committed. Great timing from Alpha. Able to deny the wall. Being scored. Flashback, big shot. Okay. Now, Boaster, got to be cautious here. Easy to get split on. Dart's good, does get handled, but both shooting, I think.
Yeah, both shooting at it will reveal Crash's position.
They're making these Guardians work now. Marco with another big kill. Marco has been a massive difference maker for DRX here. Maybe not the most flashy kills, but for Fnatic, the options suddenly fall to 0.
Just putting in good, honest work for DRX.
Yes.
Chronicle on the flank here will be held by Marco once more, who's been deadly from this area. I think they're just looking to shepherd DRX into the site. Maybe make it costly once more. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
What did Chronicle see there?
I don't know. All right, so they're going to back away. Kayak's actually got the Odin too, so
Yeah?
at least going to keep that in hand. For DRX, they don't need to go much further than this. They can happily keep what they have. Did get a couple of upgrades, I think, at least. But the scoreline, more importantly, is tied. 8-8. DRX actually putting up a very good show here.
I think it was only Alpha to carry across 1,000 coming out of that, so no chance of getting much more in terms of equipment here for round 17. But yeah, DRX is going to be really happy with that. Making a funky purchase work for them.
And that Outlaw's probably going to look quite nice this
Yeah,
round if he gets the opportunity, right?
Certain being though, next buy round, Marco, Flashback, Hyunmin, all going to have ultimates.
Yeah, Bane's only 2 off as well.
Yeah, Bane, yeah, wow.
A full hand here on.
Enemy tag.
Early info. An early attempt at temptation. Does anyone fancy a go? Well, DRX wait and see if anyone takes the bait, really.
The DRX very conscious of Fnatic. Taking the fight to them here. We're trying to find something, Alpha.
Well, there's the one who's up to no good.
I mean, can basically fake his position on the back of the wall, but surely the awareness is there from DRX. You can see a couple of eyes train that way.
Yeah.
But should be good for one in this situation.
And it's Marco to go for... Oh! Now, Marco's on it today.
Yeah.
Up to no good, sure, Alpha, but he's going to catch you this time. Human, absolutely blind, still fighting forward, taking the space. Great exec towards A here. Watching those T's and dotting those I's. Fnatic, the 2 costly weapons you'd want to probably keep. They fancy a go at this.
Oh, hang on.
Now they certainly might. Now, very much in consideration.
Kayak has ult here. I mean, not sure if he can set anything up for Crashes with the Odin. If Crashes goes up to heaven, he certainly can.
He's casting that way. It looks like it could be the case, right? Trying to break that door, but running through just about every weapon he can. Here we go. It is going to be back to the wall VALORANT, though, for what they can achieve. Good dart, good timing, trying to pin him in the corner, trying to set up his teammate. It's Hyunmin to find Chronicle, though, and it's fallen short here. The plan was there, the execution, just not quite what they had in mind.
Right, now going to try and retrieve something else to get out of there.
It's lucky
Will
to
be a
do
rifle,
that.
yeah, will be a rifle upgrade, but DRX will find 9.
Do we think a timeout here coming soon for Fnatic?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, these are very, very closely contested rounds, but it's again, I'm not saying it's massively different, but because Alpha's obviously ahead of his own wall, we saw him kind of set up in such a way to bait DRX in. It's not as if he's going to have reinforcements headed his way, but DRX able to just almost squeeze out a kill here and there that they weren't able to do on Haven.
Yes.
Like I said, it was like send one of your duelists forwards, commit to an engagement somewhere, but they weren't actively putting those players in a position to do so. I'm not saying it's them here, it's Marco the majority of the time, but it seems like there's been a bit of a shift in the ethos here.
I'm with you in that. Oh, Freeing's in trouble.
I was going to say,
But in the meantime, they are still going for this A site hit, right? So it's like, can we win in the war? Yes, we may lose the battle in middle, but this is fine. We get both on the site. Plant should be easily achieved. And they're still hunting for Freeing in middle. He's all the way through spawn. He's already out of there.
issue being res available, but it certainly doesn't look doable. Freeing able to command so much of the map just on the back of presence. They're going to try and hunt him down. Alpha will find it, but Fnatic falling victim to the clock once more here in round 18.
It's funny, we kind of talk about the repetition of Fnatic's approach towards B. We're seeing DRX with a very well-rounded approach towards A, and spamming that too, right?
Yeah.
I want to see if Fnatic can come up with a plan, though, because it does feel like they're not quite getting a grip on how they want to deal with this yet. So for me, I do want to see what the game plan becomes. You burnt Kayaks on a potential, that's fine. I don't mind you going for that. You can see the opportunity there. No other big ults depend on barring alphas. So what do you have to handle this one? Because this is working wonderfully. Again, right? Isolates Chronicle, even getting Boaster.
Human's pathing there is just beautiful.
It's lovely to watch. And I think this is that timeout where you're, maybe suspecting the last round they could have run this. Left it for this one. Still potentially a buy in hand, even if it's lacking in some areas. But it feels like we've seen the ethos change from DRX. Where's the reaction from Fnatic?
Yeah, because I think and not to question the composition, but previously where they were playing Alpha on the Chamber, I think, they've struggled on Ascent as well. I think, out of the last 5 domestic appearances at least, I think there's only 1 win in there. So again, this comp change has come to really, because they were red, they were hard red with the Chamber comp. Again, some of the set pieces to put Alpha in a position, but it does sort of
like Haven, right?
Yeah, limit their possibilities in the way that they like to defend, because it is sort of, let's trim the fat, let's then reset into these very deep positions and basically make our opponents work for their dinner.
Yep.
Here, unable to really replicate the same sort of thing.
See what the timeout has done. Again, the buy will be lacking in areas, as highlighted earlier, be it Light Shields, Bulldogs, and that Guardian with Chronicle. 3 others do maintain what they had before. But on the other side, look at that money just building perfectly for DRX. There has to be an answer for this A hit, right? And there's obviously going to be the layers too. Okay, do we start feigning this B approach? Do we show a little something over here? Do we try and keep them on their toes?
Freeing hasn't had to be honest. Like I said, this has been on the back of presence alone. He was spotted a couple of early rounds, but he hasn't had to do much, to be honest with you.
No, even in that last one, right? He had 3 players hunting for him.
Time to jump.
And he was already out of there. So this time a little bit more attention towards middle. And just going to have the clone sent through. So you are going to have a little bit of information off of that. Aldrone at the same time, spotting one towards middle. But he's still building towards A.
Time to jump.
Nowhere to run! Paranoia's going to land. Hunter's Fury going to tag as well. Flashback.
There's nowhere to go.
Gifted.
Oh, look at this. DRX, when they know what the plan is, when they've got the cards in front of them, their execution is second to none.
Chronicle a chance to find the kill, but unable to pin Bane down. And actually finds Crashies on the back of that 18 HP now. Swinging to mid, but again, so much time has passed. Fnatic just able to find an exit potentially.
It's looking like DRX have found what they needed that was lacking from map 1. And Fnatic not really adapting all that much. I guess there was a little bit of a switch up from DRX there, splitting through middle a bit more. Maybe expecting that's where there was going to be a fight potential. They thought they could isolate Freeing. As it stands, once again, Fnatic have no answer to this. DRX doing exactly what they want. And to be fair, you look at that site when that take comes in, it is brutal to live against. Look at this. Where'd you go?
Alpha, yeah, Alpha's just gone nowhere to go.
Clears sight, check 7, cool, got you a second. Ah.
Didn't even stand a chance. And again, it's not even as if Boaster can swing onto that earlier. It's
He's dead.
yeah.
It's very well crafted. The investment of ults, yes, but it got them the round. Consecutive rounds now starting to build, and DRX, and they make it past that 11th that held them so brutally in the first map here. Hyunmin, this time, a much more heavy emphasis towards middle. I think they're expecting this fight back through Fnatic from mid to deal with what Freeing's been doing. But DRX are here. They've read the adaptation, but can they still handle it?
Drone will tag at least here. Trying to play Alpha in on the back of the TP. We'll find one here. Red's available, but he's going to be stuck in this corner now. The wall's removed immediately.
Oh, Alpha, do you get out of there? What do you do? There it is. Just about the right timing to dip away. And finally, they've got a clean first kill. And that's Hyunmin gone, who's been that burst and pop towards the A site.
See if DRX can make a recovery here in round 20. Flashback still willing to push forwards here. 2 players from Fnatic on the other side of this. Flash will catch. Kayak's down.
Yeah, look at this layering again. If it's not going to be Hyunmin doing it, you're going to have Flashback right there as the second string to it. Layer the ult on top. There's one corner to run to. They're surely aware. Boaster, damage from above, but nowhere near enough. As Chronicle and Crashies feeling irrelevant to the round. Closed out again. The Bane's HP is low. Those shock darts could be the death of them, but no, still alive. Dart goes in and away we go, but Bane picks him right out of the air as Kron, the last man alive, a 1v3. He's been nasty to date, but it looks like the eventual death from Flashback is here. 12 rounds for DRX. One more to go to take us to a third.
Another round where Flashback's finding multiple kills on the way into a site for DRX.
So good. And you got a feel for Fnatic. Like, where do they stand? Where do they play? All right, close towards tree. Okay, play from Gen. But nothing feels good here.
Again, certainly on this half more so. Struggling to find value from Alpha on the Sage. Again, he's going almost blow for blow in terms of kills, but wall up here to try and find something over the top in mid.
Oh.
Going to be pinged out here.
And here comes the torpedo over the top, but Alpha, I mean, there's no getting out of these sometimes. It feels like he's just put into the corner. Like trying to make an impression of Cat. Freeing is getting closer. Ain't in that L drone. Doesn't quite crest the corner, but the information feels like it's there.
Yeah, they should still know about this, and Freeing beheading Kayak.
That was clean from Freeing. Crashies, Boaster and Kron, where you off to?
Boaster trying to catch somebody with a paranoia. Only 2 Bulldogs and a Guardian in the hands of the Fnatic players. DRX on the brink here of closing out Ascent.
Oh, he's found him.
Cover going out.
Smoke to main, yep. Deep up. So he wants to maybe make a bit of a play, but that dart handled early this time. Preemptive spam, but it's not where they are. but he's got to try and hold this down. It's the reload. 20 seconds. Boaster standing guard here, freeing though, alleviating the stress.
What?
Back of the side, turns on a dime. He made a damn good go, but freeing. Doing work here for DRX. Leaving Chronicle masterful in his craft at times, but this is tough. A 1v2 for survival in this map. The drop down could be deadly. Freeing waiting. This man's on an absolute tear this round. And it ain't gonna stop. 4 kills to close it for freeing. A DRX answering back in kind. Map 2 is theirs, and Lotus will be the decider here.